funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So while I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The rain be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Hello, greetings. Happy Monday to y'all, and also happy President Day to y'all as well. Those of you who celebrate President Day, I am Urban. Appreciate you tuning into the podcast today. Now, today we're going to talk about another topic that a lot of my subscribers and fans they want me to cover. All right, this topic is dealing with marriage. Okay, so. That's the story. This podcast off. A lot of people in my personal space, they ask me this question. They ask me this question all the time. They ask, well, Urban, I know that you're married. I know that you're currently married right now, and I can see how your relationship is thriving, right? But what did you do to get to this point in your life where you're now married and you're now happily married as well too? What process did you undergo to get to this particular point? Of course, me being me, I explained it to them same way how I explain to y'all on this podcast all the time, but how the way me and Mrs. Urban met, and how the way I educate people to vet out each other to make sure that they'll be a right fit for your relationship. Same thing. What I say on here is same thing I was telling them, throughout the whole process that I went through, right? But however, even by me explaining all that to them, we still have a huge surge of people who are looking to be married, who are looking for marriage. They're looking for companionship. They're looking to settle down, but unfortunately, they're not being selected at all. Period. So by me noticing this, I started doing a little digging. I started doing a little bit of investigation to figure out why was this so. Because they're like I say, there are people that come to me. Some of these people they're all single and they want to be married, both men and women, by the way. And so they tell me, through the process that they go through, they either go through like dating apps, or they go through meeting people personally, like at the grocery store, or however the case may be, right? They go through this process, right, of trying to, communicate to each other and hopefully try to be married. But once when they start getting to like know that person or whatever the case may be, it doesn't work out. And so it leaves people who want to be married, it leaves them in a vulnerable position to where they feel like that they're not being chosen. They feel like that they're never going to be chosen to be married on top of that. And so they're not feeling vulnerable about this. They're not feeling sad about this. And sometimes they'll totally divest altogether from being in a relationship and just prefer to get a dog or live alone. Get a dog or a cat and live alone, for the simple fact that they just can't find nobody. Other one things that happen too is that they become so desperate to want to be married to where they just say, forget it. Forget the one vetting out people. Forget trying to figure out if this person is a proper suitor for me. I'm just going to select any old person and we're just going to make it work. And so they do that. Then they'll get it with this dude or get it with this woman. The relationship is toxic as hell. And as a matter of fact, when I did my stream yesterday, when I was telling y'all the difference between struggle love and toxic love, in this particular situation, they end up having toxic relationship. They've been in this toxic relationship for X amount of years, hoping and praying that they'll get married to this person. But lo and behold, they don't get married. They invested a lot of years into this, and all they got to show for is great sex and a lot of argument, and top it off, maybe a child if they decide to procreate together. That's it. And ultimately, they end up breaking up. So today on this podcast, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about why you are not married. Or you could put it to you this way. We're going to talk about why you're not being chosen or being selected to be married. And this subject is going for both genders, both men and women. And I want to just really educate y'all on this from my perspective. Just like I say, everything I'm saying, it's not 100%, but it is based on my truth or things that I had dealt with through my anecdotal experience and also through professional experience as well too, with talking and educating people about this very subject matter. So if y'all ready for this, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you're able to share me out, by all means, shut me out, because I believe, once again, there's going to be a type of information that's going to be very, very beneficial for you to understand the reason why, you may not be getting selected to be married. All right. So let's go and jump into this. All right. So why you're not getting married? Why? I wanna start off by sharing a video, like always. I want y'all to hear what this young lady had to say about this particular topic. All right. Give me one moment. All right. Sorry, the kids was kind of getting rowdy. I had to tell them to calm down, because even though y'all didn't hear it on my mic, I could hear them, and I got my headphones on, I could hear them. But yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into this first video. I want y'all to hear what she had to say.
Men are naturally wired to be logical, and women are naturally wired to be emotional. So there is a difference of natures between the man and between the woman. And if there is no understanding amongst both parties of the difference of natures and the purpose of why the male and the female has different natures, then there is going to be a fight. There's going to be a battle. And that fight is simply called a lack of understanding. Now, a lack of understanding occurs when you cannot, it's not that you won't, but you cannot put yourself into the mind of another person. In other words, what do people say? Put yourself in another person's shoes. So what happens often in relationships is that we see that the man, because he's naturally wired to be logical, what comes out of the woman's mouth makes absolutely no sense, because all he hears is emotion.
Now, let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Okay. It is an absolute fact that men are logical and women are emotional, based on how the way they perceive things, or how the way they interpret things, things that they're dealing with in everyday life, especially with relationships. Now, when you're dealing with relationships and you're dealing with marriage, right? Men and women have two totally different ideology about that. Okay, and I'm gonna break that down for you. First of all, due to a man being logical about relationships and or getting married, right? We see marriage more as a companionship. Once again, we see marriage more as a companionship. What I mean, we're not per se looking for marriage just solely out of love. Okay. We're looking at marriage because we want to have a partner in our life who shares the same type of understanding, who shares the same type of inspiration, who shares the same type of ideology with us. We're looking for a companion who can be there for us, who can pour out different positive affirmation to us, who encourage us, and most of all, we look for a partner who's respectable as well too, and also looking for a partner who allow us to be in peace. Because there's, like I stated in a lot of other different lives, right? Men, they deal with a lot in the world. We carry the world on our shoulders for real, because we deal a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's how we see relationships and or marriage. But however, women see relationships and marriage totally different from how the way men do. How the way women see relationships is that they're looking for relationships or a marriage for stability purposes. Once again, they're looking for a marriage for stability purposes, meaning that they want that man to solely provide for them, They want that man to provide for them financially. They want that man to provide for them physically. They want that man to provide for them emotionally. They want that man to provide a child for them. Every possible outcome. That's how the way a woman look at marriage. They want that man to straight up provide for them, period. Now, women, they don't per se look at relationships how men look at for us. Like what I told you earlier, we look at relationship for us companionship. Women don't necessarily look at relationship for us companionship. They look for relationships for stability purposes. This is also the reason why whenever we have this talk about relationships and marriage, right, and you ask the woman, does she want to be married? Guess what she say every single time? She said yes. Then you ask the reason why. She would clearly articulate herself and say, because I'm looking for stability. I ultimately is looking for a man to provide all these different type of things for her. Now, keep in mind that these things that a man could provide for her, it can be realistic and also at the same time it can be unrealistic, depending on that mindset of that modern day woman or that woman, period. So, men look at relationships logically based on companionship. Women look at relationships based on strictly on stability, what that man could provide to her. Okay. So, when this lady was talking about that, talking about, we're two different beings and stuff, right? That's true. And one point that she made on the video is that we have to come to a point of understanding one another. The reason why that it's hard for you to get married is because of that reason. First of all, because you lacking understanding. A matter of fact, not only lacking understanding, but lacking certain type of accountability. And also lacking certain type of respect too. Meaning that you have to understand and respect that y'all are two totally different human beings. Y'all think differently, y'all act differently, y'all interpret differently, y'all worldviews may be different based on, your upbringing, all these different things. You have to think about it, you have to consider that. Okay? If you don't respect that, if you don't respect the differences, guess what? 9 times out of 10, when we end up meeting a person who's actually there, who's actually a quality person, who's a as you say, a high person, right? If that person see that you're not on that level, then guess what? They're not going to select you to be married, and they're just facts. Okay. So I want to dive deeper into this. Right? I want to dive deeper into explaining why. First of all, why women are not being selected to be married. And I know this is very important for women because, like I say, women are after right now, they're doing certain things to try to qualify themselves to be ultimately married. So I'm going to dive into this. I'm going to explain to y'all to the best way possible why women are not being selected to be married in this modern day time. Okay. But once again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Salute to you. Salute everybody who watching in the bushes. Salute everybody who's going to participate in the chat, and also salute to everybody who's going to catch the replay as well too. So let's go ahead. Next video. All right. So we're going to dive into this.
Why would God send you your spouse when you are not fully focused on him like you should be? Why would God send you your other half and make you so happy when you are not happy with being alone? Let me tell you something, baby. You're beautiful, you're strong, you're worthy, okay? And trust and believe you will get married one day. If you're not married, this video is for you. So look, baby, I want to get married too. Let me tell you, it's so hard out here. I'm just tired. I'm sick and tired. At this point, give me any shape, any size, any color, any location. What's up? I'm with it. Like, what's good? Nah, I'm joking, but listen.
Even though she's joking about that, I still take that serious, because just like I stated at the beginning of this stream, is that people would literally get that desperate where they just start picking any old type of person. And I want to tell you that is not the way to go, period. Do not do that. Women, do not do that. Don't select any old type of dude just because you're that desperate to get married, all right?
Honestly, truly, I feel like the reason why most of us are not married when we want to be is because we need to work on our relationship with Allah. There's so many distractions in the world, and there's so many
Scorpio, salute. Appreciate you.
reasons. Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. Although we always make time for prayer, we can be closer to Allah, and we know that. I believe that once Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is purely like pleased with your relationship, He will go ahead and send you, the righteous husband, wife. And it may not even just be that. You may have also toxic traits or things that you need to work on within yourself before you go ahead and get involved with this perfect person. Trust me, I was so close to giving up hope. I was so close. I was literally like, you know what? I don't even want to get married no more. Like, I'm good. Like, listen, I don't need her. And one day I had like a really bad day. So I prayed to Hajj. And I was crying and I was like, Allah, like, am I gonna get married? Like, am I gonna get married? And I heard, yes. So I'm gonna get married, and that means you're gonna get married too. If you want something, just pray for it. Pray for it, put the action behind it, and you will get it. Get as close as possible as you can to God.
Now, everything that she was saying, other than the other part that I addressed tonight, I agree with her on that. Now, let's talk about this because she made a lot of valid points about this. Okay, one of the biggest takeaways that I want y'all to understand is this, women. When you're trying to get married, when you're trying to look for that type of person, right? It's very important, especially during this modern day era. It's very important that you have to qualify for what you're looking for, what you desire. Okay, you have to. Now, the late Kevin Samuels, right? Whenever he did his shows, when he did his shows, he invite women onto his panels, right? To have these conversations. He said this. He always start off by asking how much they weigh, their dress size, and he always start out by asking them to give an average of themselves, to critique themselves, to give them an average what's your average out of 1 to 10, without makeup, just looking completely natural. How do you rate yourself? Now, even though a lot of modern day women gave him pushback on that, the reason why he did that is because it would make sense. It made sense for the simple fact that it wasn't Kevin Samuels who was judging that woman. It was more so that Kevin Samuels was shining the mirror on that woman to give her the reality of where she's currently at. A lot of women, they'll get on there and they're saying I'm a 10 and all the stuff there. And they'll say all these different things, right? But Kevin Samuels, who said, well, why do you think you're a 10? So you think that you're on the level of celebrity status? Is that what you're telling me? And then they kind of get quiet about that, right? Then so Kevin Samuels like, nah, you may be like a 6 or 7 at best, based on what you're presenting to me. But the reason why I'm mentioning that is because I believe, ladies, that you have to have that honest conversation with yourself. You have to literally reevaluate yourself and see where you're ranking for us being selected to be married. If you're not want doing things for us, keep yourself in shape. If you want doing things to enhance your look, like some women that go out and do body enhancement surgeries and stuff like that, if you believe that all these different things is going to get you selected, then to be honest with you, you're sadly mistaken. Because even though you do these type of things to enhance yourself, at the end of the day, it's not going to get you the quality type of man that you desire. Because once again, women are looking for men who are, out of stability purposes, right? And by them doing that, they'll probably get selected by a man who's stable. But however, the turnaround about that is that this man end up checking off all the different areas for us, financial and all these stuff there, financial, good and bad and all this stuff there, right? But however, they always lack to see if that man is stable mentally They always lack to see if that man is stable spiritually as well too. They always lack to see if that man has some type of moral compass that he abides by to keep him of a good rapport, to have good character, to have good morals. For some reason, they always look over that and just be so enchanted about the money and the lifestyle and different like that, that when that man end up using and abusing them, guess what? Then upon getting into the relationship, they become unhappy. Next thing you know, they're doing TikTok videos and talking about their own experiences in dating or even being in a relationship with these type of men. So if you're trying to be married, you need to want to be married. You need to get married to a man who's have high quality, who have full stability with everything, including mentally and spiritually as well too. But the only way for you to undo that, the only way for you to do that is, first of all, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself to qualify for that. If you're listening right now and you're one of them type of women, you're not gonna take care of your body the way you need to, get up in the gym and take care of your body. If you're that type of woman who has a very nasty attitude towards people and towards men, you need to work on that. You need to work on to change that. Because one thing I know for certain is that certain type of energies do attract. So if you got this whole nasty, messed up attitude or nasty, quote unquote, bitchy attitude, whatever, guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract what you bring out. Okay? You're going to attract that. So instead of attracting that, why not change your attitude, change your behavior to something that you want to attract, okay? Why not do that? Why not take accountability and change how the way you want to see things, okay? Scorpio, she said, good luck, ladies, and she's praying for y'all. I got you on that one. But let's review another video. Since we on the subject of improving yourself, self-improvement, right? A lot of times when we talk about self-improvement, we normally talk about mentally, and we also talk about things spiritually. The first lady, she was talking about it from a Muslim perspective. So I want to share another video with you, and this is going to come from another religious perspective, more like a Christianity perspective, right? So let's listen to her point of view on this, okay?
One of the reasons why you are not yet married is because of your mentality. The essence of life is what is inside of you. What makes a person up is what is built inside of that person. And that is what connects to your soul, which are spirit. Every spirit that connects to you make up who you are. And that is also how your mentality is. Whatever you experience in life, whatever you come in contact with, whoever you come in contact with, affects the way you think. And this is the reason why many of you are not married, because of your mentality. Your mentality has built so much desperation because you want to marry. At a point in your life, you just want to settle for less. One of the reasons why you settle for less, because you are not ready to pay the price. When a person is ready to pay the price, the person will not settle for less. I believe that going deeper with God affects your life spiritually, mentally, in every dimension, because God is totality of everything. I tell you the truth that a lot of you want to serve God, but truly you don't want to pay the price to serve God. I want to marry the right person, but truly you don't want to pay the price to know the right person. This is the mentality we are talking about. And many times you want to do it by yourself and you find out that it did not work. You just want to flow with what you see.
Now, I want to cut her off for a few moments. Now, a lot of things that she's saying, I do agree with Forrest, the point about it. Now, I have a different perspective about religion overall, which I'm sure that with y'all in a few minutes about that. But Forrest, her giving the understanding about the mentality, that is true. That's absolutely true. Sometimes, some lady, y'all have a certain mentality, right? And that mentality will become that mentality will manifest itself into becoming an obligation. What do I mean by that? Just like on my last show, I was talking about struggle love, right? And I was telling y'all that sometimes women have an obligation that men should be this certain type of way, and if they don't be the certain type of way, then it's a problem. This deals with that type of woman's mentality. That mentality comes from their upbringing, just like what you said, that whoever they're associated around, okay? Whoever you're associated around, it can influence your behavior. It can influence your mentality altogether. A matter of fact, I remember when I was on the panel. Matter of fact, I was on the panel last week, and I was explaining to the panel that I don't believe in a married couple having friends. I don't. The reason why is because whenever you have, your friends that if your day one friends or who you grew up with, it doesn't matter to me. The reason why I don't agree with that is because them type of friends have a way of influencing you, especially influence your relationship and marriage. They have this type of entitlement mentality, thinking that they can always come and critique your relationship, especially whenever you have issues and problems with your relationship. And the reason why they think that way is because you allow it. You go to them like you have no problem with your husband or you have no problem with your wife. Instead of y'all being two grown adults and working it out together and or getting a mediator, which is like going to counseling or whatever the case may be, instead of doing that, you want to confide in your friends to try to vent. Guess what your friends are going to do? Your friends is not going to give you professional advice. They're not going to give you advice that's going to be concrete and that's going to help your relationship. They're going to give you their own personal anecdotal experience, right, about relationships. And they're going to tell you how to deal with that certain situation based on their anecdotal experience. Most cases, when they give you that type of advice, right, it normally don't be good for your relationship at all, period. It be some weird, screwed up, demented version of what you should do. Oh, he doing that to you, girl? Well, you should do this. That's what I would do. I'll do this and that and that and that. And they the ones who they either single or they in a relationship, but their relationship is unstable. But they still up here critiquing and giving you advice about your relationship. So I was saying on that panel that that's why I believe you shouldn't have friends, period. Because all they're gonna do is give you their anecdotal experiences. And it's not going to be beneficial for your relationship. That's how I feel. But anyway, in this situation stuff, it's all based on the mentality. Sometimes when you be with your own friends or whatever, they influence how the way you think, how the way you feel. And this thing here could be a driving point of why you're not getting selected to be married. Now, once again, I'm going to explain to you about how I feel about the religious part of men, but I'm going to let it continue.
It will never work, because the truth is, in terms of people and who you connect with, when it comes to marriage, you don't just flow with people, you flow with understanding. What do you understand in marriage? What do you understand about marriage? Many of you feel that you are prepared, but deep down set yourself. Why is your relationship not working? Why is it that everyone you connect with does not work with you or does not have the same perception, even if they have the same mentality with you? The truth is, when you understand the God kind of life and understand the word of God, it gives you what is known as standard. Many people can think that your standard is high. As long as your standard is of God's standard, then let it be high. Yes, you might be choosy, you might be selective, because you are choosing based on God's standards. And that is what many people would think your standard is high. But I tell you the truth, at the right time, when you find the right person, you will always be grateful that your standards are high and is high. You must understand to change your mentality. The Bible records that do not be conformed to the world, but be reformed by the word of God. You must be reformed. You must be rejuvenated. How you address people, how you walk with people, is based on how you think as a person. The Bible also records that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. What is in your heart? What is in your soul that is affecting you not to connect to the right person? The truth is, in this world, we have good or bad people in this world. And you must not expect everyone to be good. And that is why the Bible records that you must be wise as a serpent and become as a dove. Because I am sending you as sheep. If truly you want to be truly sheep, then you must follow the shepherd. And that is God.
Now let's talk about this because once again I want to give y'all my perspective about religion, okay, and dealing with relationships and dealing with trying to be selected to be married. Okay. Now me personally, I don't I don't affiliate with any type of religion. I'm not a Christian or anything like that. I'm not part of any type of religion. I don't even consider myself as spiritual or none of that. None of that. What I consider myself is I'm just period. I'm just who I am, period. The reason why I came to that conclusion is because I believe that a lot of things that I do is based on totally on my choice. What I decide to do in that situation. I also believe that I have a type of moral compass about myself where these are certain things that I have a standard about, and I follow that to the best of my ability. Now, just because that's how the way I am, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the same way how I am. I also believe that whenever people be a part of religion, especially dealing with, getting advice through relationship to religion, I also believe that there are some people out there that need to be under something to bring them stability in the relationship or to bring stability in themselves. I honestly do. Because I honestly believe there are people out there who are not only hurting, but it's also some people out there that really are mentally disturbed for real. And religion brings balance to them and brings balance to their relationship. Okay? So I agree with that part about religion. So if they want to subscribe to whatever type of religion it is, then personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But however, and I also have to come a point of time where you got to be as a child becoming an adult, where meaning that you have to start maturing and growing and start being on your own. You shouldn't have to constantly confide in a God to balance you out every single time, or confide in a God to always giving you, always trying to influence your decision. It's the same exact way of me being a father and me having children. Right now they're young, and it's my responsibility as a father, and also the responsibility with Mrs. Urban as a wife and as their mother to help guide and lead them to certain things and give them certain understandings about life. That's what we're supposed to do. But when they become grown adults, guess who responsibility is that for them to choose? That's their responsibility, grown adults. Likewise, that's how the way I believe in religion. I believe that religion is the foundation, right? Religion is the foundation as though you're a child and you're learning to do certain different things. But once when you become a grown adult, you should have enough common sense and decency to know that God do not affect your overall decision making. You have the choice to choose your overall decision making based on your life, especially dealing with relationships too. Which this comes back talking about the mentality, right? And this also come back to what I was saying earlier about vetting out people and doing different things like that. Because at the end of the day, religion is not going to fully help you to vet out that person. Religion is not going to fully help you to have a certain mentality. That choice is totally on you. It's contingent only on you to select and deal with that. Okay, but that's how I feel about that. All right, so here's another one video that I want to share with y'all, and this video is really going to be dealing with not only the woman, but this video is really going to want to talk challenge accountability on the man part, because so far I've been talking to the women about why they not getting married, why they not selected to getting married, and No, these different reasons like that. But now I want to shift the conversation, start talking about the men. All right. So there's a video that I'm going to share with y'all with this content creator, right? And I want y'all to listen to the conversation that's happening with this. Okay.
What's going on, brother, over there? She talking about y'all arguing.
We not arguing. I don't argue. I'm a man.
All right. Fiance, this your fiance?
Yes.
When y'all getting married?
When God tell us to.
He asked a simple question. He asked that dude, why y'all not getting married? He also asked another simple question as well, too. He asked him why y'all arguing. His two responses was on a very immature level. He's not arguing because he said he's a man. He said he's not getting married because God haven't told him to get married. And I want y'all to keep in mind with that too.
Red flag already. Red flag.
That's cool. Man, like that.
You gonna get? Oh, you
Are
getting
you
in the
married?
camera now? Okay, here we go.
Brother, you sound like these women that ask me these questions.
No, I never been a woman.
Okay,
But
well,
women say red flags. I ain't never heard a man say red
yeah,
flag.
that is
To be honest with him, men say red flags all the time. I say red flags to normally women, but to the beta male men too. And I sure do. And so in this situation, this dude is acting very beta, very very beta. But this video is going to drive to a point that I'm going to make to why men are not getting married. But keep listening.
huge red flag because he already talking about whenever God tell it, that have nothing to do with the question. You should have there should be a concrete date that you have in mind to get married.
When God tells a man to find, a woman actually supposed to find her mate. And then God tells you when you're ready. If you
Wait a minute. He said that God told, based on the Bible, he said that it's the woman's responsibility to find the mate. Right? But according to biblical scriptures, that is not true. In biblical scripture, it said that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. It didn't say that when a woman finds a husband, that's a good thing, but it say he, which is the man, finds a wife, then he finds a good thing. And also saying the one scriptures as well too that this is the reason why the man and woman leave their house and cleave to their wife, dealing with marriage. So, yeah.
just get married on your own, you just
Oh, and one other thing too, and this is another thing about religion, okay? And this was a driver point earlier when I was talking to y'all about how the way my understanding about religion, okay? He believed that he need to get this divine revelation that God need to come down and talk to him as though he's a child and command him that he need to marry that woman. Once again, I do not agree with that. To be honest with you, I don't agree that God will literally come down and literally tell you that you need to marry a person. No. At the end of the day, it is your responsibility to choose who you're going to marry, just like it's your responsibility to choose how the way you want to live your life. The reason why is because if God were to do that, if God were to separate and get into your mind, get into your head and tell you like, hey, you need to marry this person, you need to do this, guess what's happening? God is taking away your free will from you. God is now becoming controlling. God is now becoming a narcissist. He's simply dictated to you about how the way you should live your life and who you should select to live your life with. When God created Adam, right? It said that he created Adam in his likeness and image, right? He did the same thing with mankind as well too during the correction process. But however, when God created Eve, he didn't force Adam to select Eve. In the scriptures, it said that right after when God created Eve by using Adam's real, or interpret as using Adam's DNA, right, and implanting it into that woman, and the woman became alive, right? It says this: God didn't force Adam to select Eve. It said this in scripture. God had presented Eve to Adam. That's what it said in scripture. God presented Eve to Adam. Then it was Adam who had to make a choice to either choose, like, I don't want this. What is this? I don't want this. Or to choose, God, yeah, this is what it is. Now I'm no longer lonely. And that's what Adam did. He ended up selecting Eve. He did. Likewise, in relationship, it is ultimately the man who selects the woman. This is the reason why when you go through the whole thing of, courting and dating and stuff, guess whose responsibility it is to initiate the whole encounter? The man. That's the reason why. It's the man's responsibility to initiate the encounter. But let's continue.
Blind.
Did
So
God
what?
tell you? Did God have to tell you when to start screwing?
Of course he did.
Oh, really? He told you to start screwing this woman.
Of course he did. Did I do it? He already knew I was gonna do it.
You need
See,
Mama Q,
hold on. This
Mama
the
Q,
thing. This
Mama
the thing.
Q, Mama Q. You need this is your sign right here. This is your sign right here. First of
This
all, the
is
brother didn't want to get on the camera like a man,
no.
and now he want to go back and forth with me
I'm not
and
trying
ask
to go
me
back and
things
forth
like,
with
"Am
you,
I married?" But he said he wasn't in. I could tell you was in an argument with this woman.
but I don't argue. I'm not
I could
arguing
tell
now.
you
We
was in an
simply
argument.
discussing. I don't argue,
I could tell you was arguing with this woman.
but that's your opinion. Everybody entitled to an
Brother, I
opinion.
could tell by the way you're going back and forth with me, and then the fact that you don't even, brother, the way that you speak, talking about whenever God get ready to tell me, or whenever God tell me to. But so God ain't told you to pull the plug on the marriage yet, or to actually pull the trigger on the marriage, but God told you to go ahead and start screwing.
See, I'm saying we would never see the same because you're religious. I don't believe in religion because religion and race
So
divide us.
why would you want to get married? You don't believe in religion.
I'm saying that's who said that I wanted to get married. I just
She
said
said that
we would
this
see.
is.
I
She
said
said that that's your
you asked
fiance.
was that my fiance?
No, but she said it first. I've just confirmed it with you.
When you asked was that my fiance, I just agreed that it was. She was. She is.
Now here's another one red flag to that what this dude is saying. He say that he don't believe in religion, right? But however, if he don't believe in religion, period, right? Then why is he saying that he waiting on God to give him an answer to marry this woman? Why is he also saying that God also gave him the green light to have sex with this woman, but you're not religious in any type of way. You're not affiliated with God any type of way.
I know, but she said it first, and I was
She's,
confirming it with you. That's what I'm saying.
well, maybe I misunderstood you because I
Yeah,
never said that.
said she mentioned her fiance being there.
Right, correct.
So I was just confirming, are you the fiance? That's all I was doing, brother.
And I said correct.
Okay, so I'm saying it don't even sound like you don't believe in religion. It don't sound like you believe in marriage either.
I'm saying I feel like ain't nothing wrong with being with one woman, but you don't have to have a piece of paper from a court or church to say that you're together. It don't even, they back in the day before court systems, And before churches, they got married with rice and a broom.
Brother.
Brother.
And both of y'all still have children?
Now, before he get to this point, talking about their procreation process, I often talk about this on my podcast too, regarding the legal ramifications of being married. Okay, so let me. I want to segue to this because I want y'all to understand the reason why he was saying this. Okay, so I want to segue to this. I want to present this on video to you real quick on this particular video about getting married. Okay. Yeah. So I want to present this to you. Hold up. Give me one moment, y'all. That's the voicemail. Know who this is. All right. So let me present this video to y'all so y'all get an understanding what he's talking about. All right.
This diagram is from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It is the blueprint of a marriage. Did you know the states patented a marriage? Yeah. For all those of thinking about getting married or are married, this is for you. Or those that are divorced, it's still for you. See, the state is the primary in the contract. The state joins with the husband and then enjoins with the wife. There is no direct line connection between the husband and the wife. So the state joins with the husband, enjoins with the wife. There is no direct line between the husband and the wife. That is a broken line. Any architect or engineer will tell you that a broken line on a blueprint is a beam that bears no weight. And they put God on that line. So God bears no weight in the contract. When you get married with the state, God bears no weight in the contract. The state
Test. Test. Okay, I'm back. Let me fix this. Something weird happened. I don't know what happened. Let me correct this real quick. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay, yeah, y'all still hear me. All right, give me one moment. Let me correct this stuff. Do.
Ray?
Yeah, what ended up happening? We had I had like a brief rolling internet outage. They Spectrum kind of do that sometimes. They have a rolling outage and kind of messed up some stuff. But give me one moment. Let me try to fix this real quick. And try to rectify this. Try to rectify this real quick for y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I think we good now. It is that I'm not picking audio from my headphones. So hold up. mm, 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 mm. Talk about that. There you go with the big words, Urban. My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. Uh, there we go. All right, we're good now. We're good to go. I know. Got this. Got that. Yeah.
And if the husband
Mm, mm, mm.
they have to go through the state. If the wife wants to deal with the husband, they have to go.
Yeah, yeah. But hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Cause like the audio, y'all can hear the audio, but I can't hear
Through
it
the
through my
stage.
headphones. So that's what I'm trying to fix real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. I'm kind of echoing a little bit. Let me fix this.
And they tell you
Now I can't hear. All right, let's go to Plan B because I want to hold up this on show. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
divorced 30 years. You work with the state. They get involved in every aspect of your life.
But yeah, this is like bizarre as hell, y'all. I cannot get no audio whatsoever, and I don't want to restore the whole entire stream doing this. So yeah, that's weird as hell.
I said this in one of my classes in Alabama.
Y'all can, I know that y'all can hear the audio because whenever I'm playing that, I see it. Okie dokie.
Really get to it. Really get. I really like this couple. I think they're beautiful. They have a beautiful family. But I already want to know. Y'all been together for 13 years, 3 kids.
Now I seen this video floating around.
Yeah, they're like say I wonder because all I need to do is hear the audio. I could play it, but I just need to hear it. Um, mm, oh well, we'll freestyle the remainder of the show until I figure this out, because it's and I know the reason why it's doing this is because when they had that quick little rolling outage, it kind of screwed up my system. So, and I'm trying to fix it, but it's it's not doing what it's doing. So it's okay. We could freestyle the rest of the show. It's all right. Things happen on the stream. All right, so it's all good. It is all good. Oh goodness. All right, so yeah, like I was on stated earlier, right? Like I was stated earlier about this. This dude on here, right? This dude right here. He was giving his reasoning why he didn't want to marry this woman. He was pretty much saying that he believed that he should wait on God to get married to this woman, which a lot of these type of beta male dudes like him, all of them think the same exact way, that they feel like that they have to wait on some divine intervention in order for them to go ahead and marry this woman. Then when they get challenged on this, right, they end up saying things about the marriage contract, right? And so this video that I was presented to y'all, this video here, this one right here, it was explaining to you about how the way the actual marriage contract works. And I believe that a lot of people who say that they don't understand how it really operates. They only just talk about the contract and that's it. So how the way this dude was explaining, right, he was saying that when you enter into a marriage, right, you enter into a legal business contract with the state that you reside in, right? So it's the state first, then it's the man, then it's the wife, all right? And you enter into that legal binding contract. And I also studied this on my stream as well too, that when you enter into that legal contract, the only reason why you're doing that is for legal purposes, because the state, no matter what state you're in, they view you and your significant other as a separate entity. This is the reason why they use the term union. They use the term union and they use the term holy matrimony and different things like that. It's for the simple fact that they view you as a separate entity. Like, say for example, I'm an entity on my own, or I'm a business on my own, and my wife, Mrs. Urban, she's a business or entity on her own. And what we're doing, we end up merging together into one corporation. Okay? When you merge together into one corporation, you end up becoming what is known, as pretty much as a corporation. That's what you do, merging together. All right. So that's why people end up signing the contract to be legally married because of them legal reasons, right? Now, could a marriage survive without, going through the legal reasons? Absolutely, it can. It can. But keep in mind that if anything were to happen, like say for example, y'all want to disvalue your relationship, right? You won't have no legal grounds to do it. It have to be by word of mouth. All right. Now, also, this dude here mentioned about back in the day that, people used to jump a broom to get married, which that was partly true. The reason why they did that back in the day was due to slavery during that time. Because keep in mind that African American was not considered as citizens during that time. They was considered as the property of the United States, or property of that said state that they reside in. So by them not being citizens, therefore they couldn't qualify to get a marriage license. Okay? Because once again, a marriage license is a legal binding document. All right. So in order for them to solidify that they are married, this is what they do. They end up jumping the broom. Jumping broom symbolizes pretty much a word of mouth that we're joined together. Another thing that they did too is that if they participated in religion, right, or Christianity, another thing that they did, and this is what I was hoping we could watch this video, and this is what that dude was talking about. they end up taking a Bible, right? They found a Bible, and all you had to do since during that time, state and religion was founded upon religion, right? All you have to do is get a Bible, any type of one Bible, right? And you know them old school type of Bibles that you open up the very front part of the page. Guess what it has? It has your name. It has your family history, it has your wife's name and different things like that. Then it has a page where you can sign a signature. The reason why they had it like that is because that Bible was a legal binding document for them during that time, where all you had to do is write your name on there. She wrote her name on there, and you sign it, and it became a legal binding document based on the Bible, based on God. So that's why they did that, and that was the point that the one dude was going to make about that. Now, what old boy was talking about, he liking the understanding about marriage, about the legal part. So he just stuck on the legal part about marriage, but you necessarily don't have to be legally married to be married to the person. This is also the reason why a lot of states right now, they recognize common law marriage, because simply common law marriage is that y'all both agreed upon to become a couple. Y'all did it by word of mouth, and you're common law married. Okay. So technically, in a sense, in this situation, I believe that they be in a relationship for over like 5 years or more. And he said, and he using terminology that this is my fiance, and she's also acknowledging that this is her fiance too, right? So technically, when you acknowledge that, that means that you're technically married. Okay. But thing about it is that this dude is being challenged by this other dude about that. And he don't like that because he wants to have things done his way. Okay? He want to have things done his way. But ultimately, by having this ideology, having this mindset, this will instantly end up getting this dude disqualified for being married. I don't know how the way this woman is, so I don't know if she's toxic or not. I don't know if she have a modern day woman mentality. I have no earthly idea, but I know just by how the way this dude is speaking, I know for a fact that this dude had that beta male simp energy on him for real. He do. This the type of one dude that if you were a type of woman, you're really looking to be married, right? These are the type of dudes that y'all need to avoid at all costs, for real. Because this dude don't have nothing to offer to you. He only doing one thing, like I stated earlier. He want companionship, but he don't want to reciprocate stability for this lady, for this woman. That's it. That is what it is. All right. And so this last video that I was going to want to share with y'all, but I can't now. Not this one, but this one right here. I can't now. This dude, he was talking about his point of view about this other couple, because it was this other couple who they consider themselves married for 5 years, but they wasn't legally married. So he was giving his point of view about that. And I wish I could share, or maybe I could want to y'all could hear the audio. Then once when the audio done, then I can want to give you my point of view about this. Yeah. So let me see. We'll work it out.
I'm from a couple months.
Let me see if I can do the audio so y'all can at least hear what he's saying. Let me.
Hefe talk about it, seen John Cannon
yeah,
talk
so y'all,
about it.
at least y'all can hear what
and
you're
their
saying.
opinion was
And
kind of
I'm
along the lines
turn my
of,
phone on
well,
so I
if
can
that
listen
what
to
makes them happy and shouldn't force marriage on everybody. And I'm gonna have to disagree with my boys, man. See, because I had to do a little digging because I didn't want to sound too ignorant in my comments when I spoke on them because I've never seen this couple before, but I've seen this situation. And the first thing that came to my mind was she didn't want this. So as I kept watching more videos, I noticed that she had a ring on her finger. So I'm like, is she just making one of them videos where she really married? You know what I'm saying? Like that the two doctors did when she came home and was making dinner and everybody, but they was really married. But allegedly, well, from what I've saw, the women in the comments saying she's engaged. They're engaged. They've been engaged prior to their children. And their children look pretty old. So I think the oldest look around my son's age. So he probably around like 8, 9 years old. And people were saying, like her little followers were saying they were engaged before the children. Either way, my point was proven true when I figured that out. Because I was like, nah, bro, I guarantee you it's the dude that don't want marriage, not her. But if he proposed to her, she accepted engagement. For all the people that was in the comments, oh, marriage ain't for everybody. They best friends, da-da-da-da-da. You ain't got to be married, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, you do. If you can have businesses together, you can have children together, you can spend 13 years together, but you can't marry that woman. You can't give that woman no sense of security. Give your family and your children a sense of security. You all about business. You can sign business contracts together, loan contracts, all type of house contracts, but you can't sign a marriage contract. You can sign that piece of paper and never take that man's name and forget about it. But at least legally, you are secured. All those businesses and assets y'all got together are secured between you and that woman. I ain't even talking about the religious aspect and all that bullshit. But this is only a problem with black folk because we just so ass goddamn backwards. We will come out with every excuse under the sun, in the moon, in the galaxy, in the stars to see Thanos about why we can't do shit the right goddamn on way, and then complain on the back end when shit go hell. Prime example, look at the Chadwick Boseman situation and his fiance, right? That woman had to fight tooth and nail for his estate when he passed away, right? And at the end of the day, she ain't getting not very much. She was at the beck and call and the beck and win of his family, not him, the one that was by his side that whole time. She had to split money with the state of California and all his siblings and family members because they were the ones of control of his estate. At least I believe. But the point is, why not just get married? Because when you leave it up to we can just, bro, because now you get the state involved. You got, if something was to happen to that man, right, and she would be left with all those businesses and stuff, she would, it could go to his children, and she could be on the outside looking in, and once they turn 18, they got control of that. It can go to his next of kin. Hey, well, he got a will or a power of attorney. So you'll go sign paperwork for a power of attorney, but you won't go sign paperwork for the ultimate power of attorney, which is a marriage certificate. Like, make all of this make sense, people. And wills and power of attorneys, those things can be contested. You know what can't? That marriage certificate. Point to me a successful businessman, black, white, whatever you want, and find me one that has been with a woman and they're not married. Find me one. And don't point to no athlete or no entertainer. Successful businessman. You know what I'm saying? Point to one that ain't married. I'm going to tell you what happened. He gave her that ring to keep her around. He gave her that ring because she wants married. And she still has that hope. That's why she walk around with that engagement ring on. So when people ask her, oh, well, we're engaged. Nah. She want to be married. And he done Jedi mind tricked her into accepting that bullshit. And now they got so much shit intertwined that she can't go nowhere. She stuck with him. Oh, well, you don't know that. Nah, I know, because we see it all the time. That's why we see so many women, so many situations in the black community where you got these women that's 10, 8, 12 years, ain't got no ring on their finger, or just 5 years. That's how you get them women that get on Kevin Samuels' show talking about they was engaged for 5 years, and then they go and complain, and then they talk shit about men. So I don't want to hear none of that, bro. I don't need to know the particulars of their situation, because you see it all the goddamn time. But at the end of the day, that woman wanted marriage. That's why she walk around with that engagement ring.
So let's talk about it, y'all. The only thing about his perspective is that his argument is what a lot of other dudes is talking about right now. His perspective is why dudes feeling insecure about becoming married, because let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that's what happened in a situation that they got all these businesses together. The next thing you know, this dude ended up dying, right? And guess what? His wife ended up inheriting this business, and he not sure if his wife is going to do right about this business, where he allow this inheritance to go to their children and be allocated to wherever it need to go, you know? And we got insecure about that. Another thing too, when he's on talking about that, he was giving like other anecdotal experiences about how celebrities are. You know what I'm saying? Like celebrities, they end up signing prenuptial agreements and different things like that. But all in all, it still goes into the same umbrella where I was talking about earlier about marriage and about preferably having a license. The only time you get no marriage license is because it's dealing with the business aspect of it, period. Okay. Now, I'm one of them type of persons that I believe that you necessarily don't need a license to get married. Okay. You could simply get married by the word of mouth and just be done with it. You could separate, just like I told y'all earlier, you could just get you a Bible and swear upon God that you're going to uphold and do things that you're supposed to do with this woman, and y'all going to treat each other wherever way you're going to treat each other and get married and be just like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But however, when you want to do that, when you want to go opposite of that and stuff, right, you want to go ahead and get that license, then you have to abide by what the license is saying. But yeah, you got to go abide by wherever that license is going by. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm going to go back to that other video because I know y'all want to see what was the end result of this particular thing. So I'm gonna mute up again. I'm gonna let y'all hear this whole thing. And I'm gonna give y'all my perspective on when it's done. All right. So here it is. Hold up.
Yes.
Yeah, we have kids. We have a child together.
Just one?
Yes.
Yes.
You running this woman's body count up and gonna cause her to be a single mother. Which means you're gonna add more to the problem of the community. The problems that we already have in the Black community. You're gonna make it worse. You already have a child with this woman, y'all still having her. The marriage should have already taken place.
According to who?
Y'all still together, y'all still around each other, y'all still having intercourse.
But
formal marriage. What you scared of, brother?
I'm not scared of anything except God. But I'm asking you.
You're not religious. How you believe in God?
So you think God is religion? Religion comes from the devil to divide. You're Muslim. I'm atheist, Christian, or 7 day, Seventh day of it. It's gonna divide you.
Wait, you just said you're atheist.
I'm saying not I'm atheist.
No,
I'm saying if I'm
atheist,
I'm just saying the difference in when you say religion.
You're atheist.
But I'm not. You know
but
I'm not atheist.
No, but the devil be coming out.
Well, I'm not atheist. I'm just saying if he's Muslim and I said and I'm Christian or atheist, that means we're not gonna see eye to eye because we already on a different religion.
Mama Q.
Yes.
Why are you wasting your time with this dude?
Huh?
Why are you wasting your time with this man?
He's the father of my child.
That don't mean nothing.
He's the father of my child. And then, if you look, everything
he ain't married you. He ain't married you. He don't care about you. He ain't married you. He don't care about you.
You can't say that.
Everything, but if you look at everything, blames everything.
Mama Q. He don't care about you. A man that, especially if he wanted to have a child with someone and still have intercourse with them, if he really cared about that woman, he would marry her. He don't care about you.
And if you say that, why?
What I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
She hear what you're saying, but
what I'm saying is though,
action shows that I care. Action, not saying on a piece of paper that you're talking about marriage. Who the white man made you understand marriage because where your motherland come from, we have seven different wives.
Listen to this.
7 different wives.
Mama Q, do you have any other children?
We have 7 different wives.
Okay. Yes, I have. I have a 16-year-old from a previous marriage, divorced marriage, and that my ex-husband left me and said.
Okay. All right. So guess what? I asked you a specific question. I said, why are you wasting your time with this man? You said because he's the father of my child. You have an ex-husband that's the father of a child, but you're not with him anymore.
That's because my ex-husband left me, and he said, the grass is greener.
Lady, you got your self-esteem is too low. You need a lot of therapy.
I know, I do. I am. I'm in therapy.
Listen to what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying. I can see it over your face and in your eyes and in your actions. And this guy right here do not care about you. You're looking to him to love you and want him to stay with you so that you're not alone. And you don't have anybody because nobody probably else is there for you or loves you or is going to love you. But he don't even love you.
Man,
How old is y'all's child? How old is y'all's child?
Man, you have no clue.
How old is y'all's child, Mama Q?
Things. My brother, don't do that.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. How old is y'all's child?
I see in your eyes.
Hold on, brother.
You talked about your mother. Your mother don't love you.
Brother, hold on. How old is y'all's child, Mama Q? How old is y'all's child?
Your mother, your father left your mother when you was young.
How old is y'all's child?
Did your father leave your mother?
Did
your father leave your mother?
How old is y'all's child, brother?
Did your father leave your mother when you was young? Yes or no?
Stop.
Mama Q, are you
Man, God
answer the question real quick.
It's yes or no question. Did your father leave your mother when you was young? Did he? Did your father leave your mother when you was young?
Brother, I'm trying to
let me answer
for a
him.
second.
That's the truth.
How old is your child?
Because God told it to me. God told me your father left your mother when you was young.
How old is y'all's child?
How old were you when your father left your mother? You answer that, my brother. I'm gonna be in my child's life.
Ain't no help for her.
Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. There's a lot of things to unpack on this video, but once again, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. And I kind of had a brief technical difficulty with my audio, so I'm kind of winging it right now. I appreciate those of y'all who been watching this podcast. So I appreciate y'all understanding, me figuring it out and just do I got to do make it work. But this video that we're looking at right now, this going to solidify the main talking point of what I've been talking about right now, why you're not getting married, why women are not getting married, and why men are not getting married. One of the biggest reasons is this situation right here. We need to take accountability of the people who we select to want to be married to. We need to take accountability. Not only that, we need to take accountability of the people who decide to procreate with as well too. This gentleman in this situation, he had proven to us today the mentality of how the way these beta male simps think and operate. Now he had mentioned on here saying that religion is what hold people back from being married, and also he blatantly said that he was an atheist. And so the dude came back and said, like, dude, if you're an atheist, then why you need to wait on God for you to get married? If you're an atheist, you don't even believe in God, so why you need God validation for you to get married anyway? And so when he challenged him on that, he ended up start hitting him with all these fallacies, all these ad hominems, and the attack that dude. For the simple fact that the dude challenged what he was saying, which was very valid. He also mentioned about his fiance saying that she needed to have therapy and counseling because she is insecure. I agree with him that she do need counseling because she is insecure. She's insecure because she's in a relationship with a dude who clearly is just in it just so he could get companionship with this woman. And that's it, but he's not going to reciprocate that. Just like I stated earlier on this podcast about sometimes women will they'll just settle for any old thing because they so desperately want to get that ring. They so desperately want to get married. So they just find any old dude, procreate with this dude, and hope and pray that this dude is going to put a ring on there and marry them. That's how the way this particular situation is transpiring, where she just picked this any old beta male simp dude and thinking that she can change this dude's mind. And another thing too that personally, there's something that I do not agree with. I do not agree with her coming on to this content creator, because this dude is actual content creator. He's on he have a YouTube channel, but he's mainly on IG, mainly on Instagram. Okay, I do not agree with her coming on to this dude's show and talking to this dude about their relationship problems. I honestly do not agree with that, period. I honestly believe that, and if they were having issues, or if she feel like they're having issues, that she needed to seek professional help, because this dude here is just a normal content creator like me. The only difference between me and him is that even though I'm not licensed, however, I have the education and experience to deal with these type of situations, which I have. But this dude, he's not licensed or anything like that. He does a YouTuber, he does a content creator that, to be honest, to be quite frank, which is nothing wrong with it, but he does resemble the same behavior as Kevin Samuels. He took Kevin Samuels' platform and talking points and turned it into content. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I have no problem with it. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with her trying to expose this dude for whatever it is, what she was trying to do, period. This also goes with my one talking point earlier when I was telling you about having friends and stuff, right? And how the way, they don't give you like concrete advice or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This kind of goes with that perfectly, to be quite honest with y'all. Okay. So the reason why, once again, as I get ready to close out the show, the reason why both men and women, y'all not being selected to be married, it comes down to your mentality. It comes down to your worldview. It comes down to your selection process, or selecting a proper suitor to, be in a relationship with. It's what it boils down to. It's what it ultimately boils down to. What I believe that needs to happen is that you need to want to change your mentality. You need to change your ideology and everything. I believe that you have to go through a lot of self-evaluation within yourself to truly figure out why you want to be married. That's the first thing. Truly need to ask yourself, why do I honestly want to be married? What's the reason behind that? Then once when you figure out, you should go through the process and make sure that you be qualified for this. Because even by me being married, I know that marriage can be difficult. Not because overall marriage is difficult, but because of life circumstances that comes up while you're married. It can be challenging. And so you have to have the skills, and you have to have the mentality to know how to deal with things that come up in your relationship. You can't always have that mindset thinking that whenever you've been challenged in your marriage, right, that you instantly have a way out. Like a lot of modern day people think and have right now. A lot of modern day women and modern day men have that mentality that my way out is just to exit out the marriage, just to divorce and do all these different things, because that's the easiest thing to do, instead of being two grown adults and go through your struggles together. So your mentality and all this stuff have to change. It have to. Because if not, then when you deal with, you know what I'm saying, like say for example, deal with a man like me who are out there, who are looking for a relationship, who's out there looking to be married, right? Who got themselves together in every possible way. That dude is not going to select you, because once when he started getting to know you, he's starting to know your mentality and everything. That dude is not going to select you, because he's going to see right through the truth through you. Likewise, same thing with that woman. That woman see a dude like me, right? And if I don't have my stuff together, right, she's going to see right through that. And she's not going to be that type of woman that think that, well, I could work on him, I could change him. No, she's not going to think like that at all. She's going to see the truth right off the bat that, yeah, That dude ain't what it is. And therefore, you as a man is not going to qualify for that woman. And it's just that simple. So you just need to get yourself in every way possible to a certain status within yourself where you could fully and absolutely qualify for what you're looking for, which is the end goal is to be married. And it's just that simple. That's why women say they don't need no man. They got everything from the government, which I agree. Facts. Because they treat the government as their proper suitor. I mean, I agree with it. I agree. But other than that, y'all, once again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties on the stream where I had to briefly pause it to try to fix it. But however, I appreciate y'all sticking in all the way to the end of this particular one show. Appreciate it a whole lot. And those of y'all who are watching me live, thank you so much. Those of y'all who are going to catch the replay, thank you so much as well, too. Those of y'all who are in anyone chat, participate in the chat, thank you as well, too. Appreciate Scorpio Mama for pulling up as well, too, moderating for me. Thank you so much, like always. And other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all always hit that notification button when I do go live and you'll know that I'm here and you're going to support the channel. And if you're able to share out this stream, even though I had technical difficulties, by all means share it out. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm being transparent about what's happening with me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being fake about it. All right. So other than that, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.